Welcome back to another vlog. We'll show you what we've been up to this week. Hope you enjoy the video. We've come down this morning to continue making this edge of the plot look a bit more presentable. Matt put this up yesterday, so this is new, like reed screening. And then we've got the one that we did a few weeks ago, which we've decided to cut so that it's all the same level, so it looks more uniform. And yeah, this one was quite sort of rotten, and it did get a bit damaged in that wind that we had the other week, so it was all quite gappy at the top. So we're sort of making the best of it, so then it will all sort of go together.
The stuff we cut off the top, we've used it down the bottom to just thicken it out a
Yeah,
little bit.
just to bulk it out so that it's sort of
It's very
stronger.
Yeah. Like Rach said, it's hidden behind the chair, this bit, but it annoyed us that we had one bit up there and the rest looked more neat along there, so it will be alright.
The other daffodils have opened as well. And they're really pretty. These ones not quite.
Experiment, and we're putting some potatoes in now. You can see the clay we've got underneath still. It's going to take a little while to get it good. We've topped it up a few inches, but as long as they push through. There's a lot of worms under it still, but I've just tipped more compost in. I've dug out clay, a certain amount of it, and then we've put more compost in. And yeah, I mean, there's not a lot we can do about it with the root things. But as I said, over time it will break down. It'll just take a long time, really. Yeah, see how it goes. We're doing an experiment, so we're going to put half of them in now. We've got some in containers at home as well. Yeah. And we're just going to see what happens. Because we've heard so many different stories about potatoes. Let's just do our own way and see what works, which is why we're doing it in a range of different environments. We're just going to go for it. Yeah, exactly. If it fails, it fails. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to whack some of this in as well. Chicken manure. So yeah, good things about chicken manure. Just chuck it all in. About a foot apart. One. We're not bothering with removing chips or anything. Like, again, we've heard loads of different stories. We just let them chip naturally, and I'm not removing anything. I'm just chucking them in, and we're going to see what happens. So. See, the clay that we've been digging out, the big clumps of it, I'm not putting back in there. We're going to chuck that, and yeah, we'll replace it by continuously topping it up. Yeah, we'll top it up with
better soil as we go on.
Yeah, he's had 2 tons of topsoil and quite a few bags of compost, and obviously we're not made of money. If we were, they'd be up level with the stuff, but it's a phenomenal amount of soil and also money that we just don't have really. So we are it's over time. Over time it will be done. There we go. So I'm just going to cover them over now, and then we're going to do one more row as well.
Yeah, we're going to do a second row.
Yeah. And then we'll see what happens.
Second row is in, and it's all had a good water, so let's hope that it works. Hello, so we're in our back garden now. This planter we made back in February. You may have seen a video which is on our channel when we made this from an old pallet, and it's going to be our strawberry planter. So it's been lined, there's drainage holes in the bottom too, and then we filled it with soil, and then we've got the straw here to sort of stop the soil from falling out.
Hopefully.
We've got 4 plants in this gap, there's one round the side here as well, and then we've got these ones on top. So some of these we got online, and some of them are old strawberries from last year. So we've spread them out so they're not too crowded. So we're going to take them out of the pots and then pack them in. Probably put some more straw on top as well. Give them a good water. And yeah. I'm not sure what the variety of them are.
Hopefully big red juicy ones.
So I'm just going to get them out of the pots first.
Yeah. Don't really need to push them down because they're all going to get.
This is a big one.
There's a biggie in there, that one. That's the one that came out of the old pot from last year. Obviously, they've not rooted as well because it's in a much bigger pot, but they have got good roots coming through.
Yeah, they've been in our little grow house here for a couple of weeks.
You can see the roots all twisting around there. That's in a short space of time as well, that.
This one was one that we got online, and you can see this is like when they arrived, they were like that, and we've had this new sprout come up, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, they literally like came in a bag. There was no soil in them,
No.
so all the roots were sort of just
They were
dry
really
strands.
All the leaves were like really muddy.
Yeah, they looked. I'll be honest, they looked awful, and they came from a.
Yeah, they didn't look like they were gonna survive.
They came from a well-known plant retailer. I'm normally reluctant buying plants online because I've got a few shrubs before, and they've come, let's just say, not in the best condition. But things like, I didn't order the strawberries specifically.
Well, there's good roots on this one, look.
Yeah, they were already on there. They came out that old pot in the garden. Them ones.
Yeah.
That one's gonna have to raise up a bit, Rach. You need some soil under there because that one's way lower than the others.
Okay.
Just okay, I'll lift it up. Just scoop a load of soil underneath there. Just needs to get the roots will root down, all right. Yeah, so you want them to be at that level. So just pop some soil up around them, Rach. Otherwise, it's gonna just fall over. Just keep it up, right. That's it. That's it. Now just start putting all your soil in.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. While Rachel does that, I'll show you how our seedlings are doing that you saw in the video when we were in the kitchen. We got kale, beetroots, different ones, a bit of spinach. That's the cucumbers that I've repotted already.
Sunflowers?
Yeah, they're not coming up yet. We got turnip. Lots of them. I'm going to have to thin them out. I'm going to wait for them to get a little bit thicker before I thin them out. I'll go all heavy hands here. I'll probably end up breaking them. More beetroot. These here, I'm hoping start coming through soon. Nothing yet, but they are the orange habanero chilies. So yeah. They're doing all right there. So those there will be sunflowers. Yeah, nice and firm. think everything seems to be doing alright. You know, our little 30 quid home one. There are some of the ones, the tomatoes, I've actually repotted them, and they're down the allotment now in our little greenhouse that you saw us put up the other week, and they're doing alright in there. They are doing alright. So there you go. How's it doing, Rachel, at number 10?
I think
We're doing alright, aren't we?
Just gently pushing them down.
There we go. Blowing a gale at the moment.
It's rather windy.
Blowing a gale. So there you go. We're going to cut that off there because
yeah, we'll keep you updated.
we'll keep you updated. But there you go. We're gonna move that into a more sunny spot along the front of the house because we've got a south-facing garden here. But yeah, we'll keep you posted on how they're growing. So,
little update on this area. The windbreak is now up, so that just tidies it up a little bit more. And then if we head over here, this bird table has come in handy again because it's where we've decided to set up the wildlife camera. So that's strapped there so that won't move. And then you've changed all the settings so it picks up when there's movement in front, and we've set it so it does like a 10-second video clip if anything does go into the little cozy cage over there or into this area itself. We will definitely share with you all anything that happens.
yeah, hopefully we'll get something good off of it. I think it's
Yeah.
set up alright now.
Just got to wait and see. We're not going to chuck it every day, as tempting as that might be. We'll definitely leave it like 2 weeks or something and then take out the memory card that's in there, plug it into the computer and see what we've got. DVD?
Just checking the yeah, that'll do. I'm happy with that.
Sun is shining. So it's a Tuesday evening. It's just gone 6 and it's still lovely and light. So what better excuse to come on down? And then Matt here got hold of some free wood
From a pallet.
from
I
a
broke up.
pallet.
Just creating a little border for this area. Cheapy border, but it squares it off a bit.
Mhm.
Quite pleased with that, actually.
Yeah. Looks good.
I think if I get hold of another one, I might do this one with wood.
Yeah, that would be cool. Because that green stuff isn't
The plan
that
is
good.
wood long term, but that stuff can do for now.
There's not much happening with these flower bombs, but
They will.
it's been a week just over, hasn't it? So
Most things take at least 10 days to germinate. What we've been doing so far.
we just got to be
We've
patient.
put some straw in the cosy cage.
Oh yeah, there's straw in there now.
Stand in front of the thing. We'll set the camera on.
No, I won't stand in front of the camera, but that should hopefully encourage some wildlife. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for that.
Have they seen the camera?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just in case you haven't seen it. But Rachel assures me you have. Can't wait to see if anything goes in there.
I know, me too. And then, if anybody remembers from, I think it was the previous video, the green beans are looking amazing. They're doing really well. So we're really pleased with those because they're the seeds that we kept from last year, so we can't complain about that. And then we got some cherry tomatoes here, which we've already repotted, and they seem quite happy as well. But yeah, it's so nice to be down here on an evening.
I didn't make that face at all. And I've put a little crude border in here, so when this was all brambles, the border was about here. It was very thin and all the brambles were leaning over. You could barely walk on the side of the plot. So we've now got a wider border here, which eventually might soil and seed on the edges, so we can get the mower through better. And talking of mowers, this is our old £20 petrol lawnmower I bought off a chap that was getting rid of it when we got the plot. We need a petrol one down here, obviously there ain't no electricity. It's been sat up all winter. I was trying to start it for ages the other day and it wouldn't having it because it's just been sat up for the winter and it hadn't started at all. Eventually I got it going, but I had arms like Popeye afterwards. They were absolutely huge. Just anyway, once it started and puffed a little bit, I've left it for a couple of days, come back, put some 4-stroke oil in it, and what did it do, Rach? Should we do it again?
Yeah.
Probably won't do it now, but I did it and it started first time. There we go. First time. And it doesn't look the part, but it does the job for what we have to do. We have to keep the borders.
Yeah, we just have to keep our little communal paths.
And then the last thing we've done,
looking
Rachel's
good.
done most of this, is just tidied up our border a bit. So what was horrible brambles is now a cold frame, flowers, and this Rachel's just been potting up.
Yeah, we've just planted these that were given to us kindly by our neighbours.
They're going to have some nice yellow flowers on them. All these ones that Rachel potted last week are starting to really
those ones look happy there.
Yeah, they've grown loads on them already, and they're still very young.
We weren't sure about that blue one over there, were we? But that seems to be doing good. It looks
we've raked a lot of this bark back because we don't want too much bark rotting down where the flowers are, because I think it will probably give a little bit too much nitrogen. But so that'll just rot into the soil, and yeah, I'm really quite pleased with that. Never really been a flower person as such, but it's nice to have a bit of colour down here, and the bees
definitely
love it.
Yeah, they will. They'll be happy with us.
And our daffs have all come out. Rachel's probably already told you. They look amazing. We potted them up, planted them 3-4 weeks ago, I reckon. And they were tiny little things. So yeah, really pleased with them.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely.
So yeah, I think this is the end of this video. So Rach and I, as usual, will say if you haven't hit like and subscribe, that's really helpful. And we also want to say hi to our new followers from all over the world now. We are
we can't believe it. Yeah.
So hello to the nice person from Japan. We both love Japan, absolutely love Japan, and also Sweden. So it's really, really cool that we got people from all over the world watching our videos. We're really pleased about it, so thank you. Bye guys, have a good day.
Make sure to keep an eye out for next week's video, because we've managed to capture some great videos and photos already from the wildlife camera, so keep an eye out for that, and let us know in the comments what animals you think have paid us a visit. See you next week. Bye.